What's up, guys? Yeah, I'm over here working on my website, and I was about to do some GitHub stuff, and I figured I'd kind of show my GitHub workflow with the project board, issues, and pull requests, and yeah, just kind of give my thought process some kind of explanation. So I have a project board that I created. Whenever you create a new project, it gives you some options. I chose the automated Kanban. So I have three columns here: to do, in progress, and done. And what automated Kanban does is it gives me these three columns. And whenever I create issues, we can see I have three issues, and I assigned them to this project board. And whenever I create those and assign them there, it automatically uploads these issues. So we see we've got change loading files to a spinner, enable PWA, and mobile responsiveness. And I have a draft pull request here, so whenever I create pull requests, I have it to where it automatically uploads that to the in progress section. And we can take a look at this. Over here, it kind of gives us an overview, and it says linked issues. We got enable PWA and change loading files to a spinner. And we can see that we have these two issues over here. So whenever I merge this pull request, it's going to take this card and these two cards right here, and it's going to put them over here in that done category for us. And while I was working on this pull request, I also noticed one more issue. So let's just create an issue for it. And whenever I was on my website and I added an extra spinner, but I'm not gonna make an issue for that because that's kind of silly. Uh, but up here, whenever I clicked on settings and I clicked on this, so it has the drag functionality, but whenever I clicked on it, it did not open up my files. It was a really easy bug to fix, but I just threw it in there. And so, um, File Explorer not opening when clicked. So we give it a title, and then I'm the only one on this project, so I'm going to assign it to myself. I'm going to label this as a bug. I'm going to put it on my project board, and I am going to link this to my pull request. So we've got that. Now we can add more details in here. Alrighty. Alright, so that issue has been created. We can come over here to projects. You can see it was updated now, and we have our bug in here. We can go to our pull request, and over here where it says linked issues, you can come here and click on that, and now that's gonna add that to this. And so I started it off as a draft pull request, and now that everything is ready to go, I'm going to click ready for review, and I've already reviewed these changes, tested everything out. And I do not want to delete my staging branch. So whenever you're doing feature branch, you definitely want to delete those right away. But my workflow with this project in particular is I push everything up to staging. And so since I just merged that into master, it's going to upload it to my production. We can come here, view logs, and we can see the whole process going right here. But we can wait for that. Uh, Everything should be pushed up to staging. We can just click on open app. I enabled the PWA. So we can see that I got the little spinning right there. We can install it as a PWA. And then my user is loading right now too. My backend is hosted on Heroku as well. I have the free dynos, so whenever it doesn't get used, it goes to sleep. And whenever it goes to sleep, it's the first time use it. It takes a second to load. So we'll give that a minute. And then when we're done with this, we'll go to the back end and I have release canvas. And so, yep, we got this. We can come over here to settings, click on this, see that that works. So let's just give it the old me. Alright, that looks good. And now we got my photo up there. Sweet. Let's go back. Check on the status of our production. Still building. Looking like it's getting pretty close. And yeah, so we could come over here and all of that stuff's merged, good to go. And then we could check our project board now and we could see that we got all of these done. And now the only thing that's left right now is mobile responsiveness. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna kind of put that on the back burner for the moment. And I'm going to create some new issues for the back end. With my next release canvas, what I want to do is I want to create a folder system where you can create a folder and that folder will contain published versions of your files. So whenever you change a file, all of those changes are automatically saved to the database so you don't lose any of your progress. But if you're wanting to use something for production, you're just going to want, you're not going to want it to update as you change it. You're going to want a place where you can edit it, and then you're going to want a place where you can have a published version of that. So you get your published version out. If you need to make any changes, you make it to the actual file that you created, and then you publish those changes to the file that's in your published folders. And the reason that I want to do this is so that users can potentially like use their user credentials to hit my database from their own front end website and get those folders with the published versions of their files, and they can use that data to display their Markdown on their own front end website. So they can come into Best Markdown Editor, create and edit files to their heart's desire. And then whenever everything is edited to a satisfactory level, they can publish those changes to their folders, and then their front end can hit the back end for those published folders, get all the published files in that folder, and display that data to the front end. And I kind of want to create an issue for this. And so I created my own label to call feature. And so, let's call this published files and folders. And so, right here, you just give it a simple description. You can get it as detailed as you want in here. Want users to be able to create folders they can store published files in, can hit my database from their front end with their credentials. I'll just let Grammarly spell it right for me. And for this feature, I really want to get security down too. I don't want, somebody getting somebody's Markdown files that don't belong to them. So that's probably going to be the most fun part of this specific feature. And so I'm going to come over here and assign myself. And this is a new feature. A new feature or request. That's enhancement. Let's just select both. And then we could throw this on my project board and submit. So now that I got that going, the first thing I want to do is I want to come to my back end, and I'm on the staging branch. I'm just going to make a teensy tiny change. I'm just going to add a comment in here real quick saying I'm going to do, just as an example. Alright, I'm going to save that and push the changes up. Alright, so basically I just added a comment that says I'm going to build out folders and published files in my backend and push that change up to my staging branch so I can now compare and pull requests. No reviewers, just going to assign myself because I'm solo here. This is going to be a feature and an enhancement. Add this to my project board and linked issues. Use the closing keywords in the description to automatically close issues. Okay. I think I could probably add this later. Alright. Solves issue number. And then so whenever you do the pound sign, we've got like my brand, I've got a merge request here. And it looks like it's already been merged. But right here, number 3, this is the issue that I want. So I'm saying it solves this issue. And I'm just going to leave that, and as this goes along, I can edit it and make it more. But instead of creating pull requests, I'm going to click this down arrow, and I'm going to start it out as a draft. And so now this draft is open. I can come here and I can link that issue. And now this is all ready to go. So as I work on that issue and the commits, everything is there. We come back to my projects, and we can see that I've got some stuff that I've already done. We've got my draft pull request right here, and it is linked to the issue on the board. But yeah, let's see. This is done building now. So we can come here to my production website and log out. All right, and oh, this is not the right URL. All right, for some reason my photo got canned. Just upload a new one. There we go. And now we've got all of my files here that I have been editing. And yeah, so I've got best markdown editor here, and I've kind of written a whole little thing that I should be publishing soon. I can come over here and I can edit the title. Any changes I make in here are going to be saved. I can turn this off and I can switch back and forth, or I can just have both on at the same time. I can full screen this so you don't see the noise on the top. And you can even export this as a markdown file to my computer. So I have a Next.js blog, And so I've got this best Markdown editor. I could come here into my documents and let's see, where is it? I think it's probably in pets, me. And then I've got posts, and that's where I want to add it. So I'll just hit save. And it's going to add that. And the way that I have my blog set up is whenever I add a file to that folder, the JavaScript in the Next.js does everything for me. It reads through that folder and it turns all of those markdown files into strings, converts those strings into HTML, and then my style library I created, Sriracha UI, styles all of that and makes it look pretty. You can go to jimmymcbride.dev to check out more of my blogs and stuff that I've worked on. But yeah, all I got to do is push that change up to production, and you'll be able to see my new blog soon. But yeah, I think that's it for today. Y'all guys take it easy.